Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Alina, for a highly informative presentation. Now I'm going to go straight into the technology and personalization for Bridge to Success. Now, one of the tools we're going to be using, we're going to lay emphasis on AI-assisted student profiles, you know, for suggestions. Now, technology lies at the heart of Bridge to Success, and we want to ensure that we enable personalized and efficient support systems that that are tailored to students' needs. Now, we want to focus on creating a highly interactive AI platform that students can use with interactive dashboards for goal tracking and resource monitoring. We also would have chatbots for round the clock assistance and speedy information. We'll have virtual assistants and which will help on the spot when students come to use our app. We're sure that they can get answers. So this service is going to help with the efficiency and productivity of the services we offer. Now, I want to go right into the revenue model, and I would like to lay emphasis on our sources of revenue. Now, because this is a startup business, one of the emphasis we're going to be looking at is self-funding. Now, as a group of three, we already raised some money through our personal savings, and we call it bootstrapping. We're able to gather some of our resources from families and friends. And one of the benefits of this is that we don't have to go all the way. We don't have to pay interest, but this is a collaborative form of revenue because we're not just going to we didn't just use our personal savings. We also are also getting loans from the bank to be able to start up this business. As we know, we're going to be using money to do a lot of things like starting up this business, ensuring that we have our platforms, our mobile apps, and so it required a lot of money, about $1 million, which we've put on our profit and loss statements, which we'll be showing further. I also want to also we also thought about using angel investors, but for the purpose of this presentation, we focused on bank loans and also self-funding. Now, what is our revenue model for Bridge to Success? Our subscription-based plans. Now, based on the services we'll be offering, we are focusing on basic services, premium services, and VIP memberships. Now, what this means is that on our mobile app, we'll be focusing on students who just want basic services. So some people come on our platform and they just want to know what we are all about. So we don't have to charge them. We might offer them a free trial so they can use it within 30 days. If they're able to cancel the subscription, they are not charged, but then they just get limited services. For premium, they get more customized services. They're able to use the app to identify resources that are tailored to their needs. For example, if they want to study medicine, we have more resources that they can find more information. If they want to go to a specific location in terms of school, different choices of schools, they have that on the premium services. Now, with the VIP memberships, it's a whole all encompassing service where you're not just getting the basic and premium, you're getting more. So it's more value for your money because you get all the services that we have to offer, which would include you speaking to a student one-on-one who is already in an institution that you're looking to go to. So because we're collaborating with different universities and not-for-profit organizations who are helping newcomer individuals into the country. We have people who have gone to school, and so they are volunteers who are willing to give us our, most of our clients services. Thank you. We're also going to go to the affiliate marketing, which is partnerships with students focused brands. Now, in this service, we're going to be earning commissions and sign up. So because affiliate marketing is all about identifying yourself already with a business model that's already doing this business. Like, for example, some schools already we need our services because we're getting students all from different countries. So in terms of doing this, we're going to get some kind of funds, commissions for just signing up with some of these universities. Now also we're going to be doing web paid webinars, job fairs, and workshops, which will be done virtually for students who are aspiring to come into Canada. And we also intend to raise some, get some revenue. One of our revenue models. Also, corporate consulting. These are tailored services for companies hiring international students. We're going to be liaising with other companies who are doing this sort of business, and this is going to help us. Now we're also looking at sponsored content and advertising. This is key for us because advertising is the way you can reach and get a wider audience. So we're going to be collaborating with universities, brands, and ensuring that they know more about Bridge to Success. I would like to move on to our a comprehensive income statement. Now, for this, we're going to be looking at the projected profit and loss from 2025 to 2029, just because we know that 2024 is almost ending. Now, our subscription model, we intend to raise $100,000 in the year one, 200,000 in year two, 400,000 in year three, and 800,000. Why we have done this analysis is because from our payback period, we understand that it takes time for you to recoup investments you put into a project. And so we're projecting that in the first couple of years it might be difficult, but around the fourth year we would have our revenue would have increased. Now, based on the affiliate marketing I mentioned above and the event revenue, sponsored content and ads, we can see that these are also other revenue streams. So the total revenue we project is 250,000 in year one, 500,000 in year two, 1 million in year three, and then 2 million in year four. However, for a business, a profit-making organization, when you have revenue, you must incur expenses. And when we look at our expenses, we intend to pay salaries, we intend to make technology development, because we are going to be looking at apps, mobile apps. We are going to engage in marketing costs, the event cost, and also miscellaneous expenses. Now, when we sum up our expenses, we can see that from 250,000, and you can see our expenses are about 800,000. You're going to be making a loss in the first year, and that is understandable because a new business. So we are hoping to recoup in the fourth year. The same goes for year two, where we have a revenue of 500,000 and then our expenses are 700,000. There's also a loss. But in year three, we are beginning to make more profit of 1 million, and now our expenses are reducing 650,000, and that gives us 350,000 positive, and that is good. It's a very good indication. And the same goes for year four, when we believe we would have recouped all of our investments in the payback period from capital budgeting we learned from Professor Walid. We can now see that the expenses were able to leverage more. We're making a profit of about 1,350,000. Now, looking at our analysis, you can see that from looking down here, there were losses in the first couple of years, but we can see that our graph shows that there's going to be progress in the next few years. Now, let's talk about our marketing and growth strategies. Now, we understand that to reach our audience and to ensure growth, one of the ways we can use to do this is to leverage on social media. Now, our marketing strategies here would also focus on, ensuring that we have search engine optimization tools. This is very, very important, because for you to make progress now in today's time, you must leverage on technology. Technology is the heart of every business. How do we do this? We're going to ensure that we use the websites that are related to international students. We're going to be ensuring that we're ranked higher. We're going to be using Google Ads and social media ads. This Google Ads, I find, is very, very, very informative and highly engaging. We're going to be looking at Facebook, Instagram ads that target international students and their families, especially in countries where students are likely to choose Canada as their choice of destination. What are some of the pros and cons? Well, high visibility, scalability, and measurable results. What are the cons? This would require some sort of investment and ongoing optimization. Now, social media marketing. We're going to focus on platforms for international students, which I talked about: LinkedIn, YouTube. Content creation. We're going to engage students who would also help us to create content. They will share tips on Canadian culture, student life, accommodation advice, visa information, and success stories. They will also share past testimonial stories from students who have used our services in the past. And one of the things that will be good for us will be interactive content. Want to ensure that students understand what it feels like to be here in Canada. I was an international student, and I can say I'm a success story, so I'll be able to share some of my experiences. And also the same goes for Elena, who was also, she's been doing this for a long time. So we have a team of people that are well experienced in this. We'll also be doing influencer partnerships, which I believe will help us collaborate influencers and student bloggers who would have large followings in target countries. So we'll leverage on this. They can share their experiences, and this will promote us. This is going to create awareness and trust in the community. And it's also going to help us, to build a consistent content creation over time. Our website promises to be highly engaging. Now, what I would like to say is that Bridge to Success is really in a privileged position, to change the narrative for international students. We're going to be covering areas such as preparing you from the home country and ensuring that you integrate well in Canada. We're going to be addressing very, very important links that are currently happening in Canada. Most people go into depression when they come into a new country. We have strong networks that we intend to leverage on. We also want to engage the services of newcomer women, which is a not-for-profit organization, and we can see the work they are doing helping newcomer individuals in the country. We want to leverage on, not-for-profit organizations and possibly the government as we progress in our business. I really want to call on Elena now to conclude on everything, even though this is the conclusion. But I want to tell you that Bridge to Success is going to change the narrative of the pre and post arrival services here in Canada. Thank you very much for your time today.